Good morning to all. Hello, dear students. This is your first chapter. The first chapter I have taught you is out of syllabus. So, this is your first chapter, The Cold Within. Okay? Cold Within is a narrative poem written in 1960s by James Patrick Kinney, an American poet. It is a seemingly simple poem about six people sitting around a dying fire, but it has a universally profound moral. Thus, it is a parable. It is a it is a parable. It inspires us to rise above the petty barriers of class, caste, race, and religion, and promotes the concept of universal brotherhood. It teaches us if it teaches us if that we behave selfishly, do not share the resources we have, then in the end we are all going to suffer. It also makes us ponder upon the concept of sin and makes us realize that anger it makes us realize that anger, envy, prejudice, miserliness, and a materialistic attitude are in fact vices not merely vices are negative thoughts, but sins. But they are what? Sins that will destroy us if we do not check them. Okay, so now I will explain you the poem. The poem is set in the western part of Cincinnati, Ohio, a place where the blacks were hated during the 1960s. Okay, now we will deal with the short summary of the poem first. There were total six humans. They were sitting around a dying fire, which was the fire which was about to die. Six logs of wood. Each humans were having six logs of wood, but none of them were ready to give up their logs to the dying fire to revive it. The fire finally they were unable to overcome their prejudices that they were having in their mind, and they were unable to overcome those. Finally, the fire dies out, the fire comes to an end, the fire stops burning, and finally they too freeze to death. They are also died holding their logs close to them. Now we'll come to the poem, we'll read out and explain you out. Six humans trapped by happenstance. Happenstance is a coincidence or at random things. Okay, so six humans are trapped to that place by coincidence. There were in bleak and bitter cold. The cold was there was severely cold. Each one were possessed a stick of wood. Each human, okay, were having a log of wood, or so the story is told. See, here are the six people which I have made through a drawing, and each one of them are holding a wooden log. Here is the dying fire. It is the fire which is about to end or about to stop due to the lack of fuel. Okay, so here are the six peoples. They all are trapped by coincidence in a bitter cold. Each one is having a piece of log of wood, or the story is told. Now the second paragraph tells us their dying fire in needs of logs. The dying fire means the fire's fuel is about to end, and that is why it is going to die. So the dying fire needs what? Petrol, fuel it needs. Fuel, what fuel here they will supply is a wood. But the first one held hers. See, first one held hers. Among these six people, one is hers, one is a woman. Okay, who is holding the log on her back. For the faces round the fire, she noticed one was black. She was a racist. Color discrimination. She was a racist, color discrimination. Among those six, one was girl, and she was looking to the other five, and she finds one was the white, one was the black people, and therefore she started discriminating that why should I give a piece of log to the fire which will give warmth to that person. So she refuses to give her log. In the next paragraph, the next man looking across the way saw one knot of his church and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Now the next person is a man who looks among all other five, and he finds that the person does not belong to his religion. The person do not belong to his church, not of his religion. So he refuses to give his piece of log to give warmth to the other religion, and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Birch is what? Birch is a branch of a birch tree. So he refuses to give a stick to the fire. The third one sat in tattered clothes. The third one is a poor person. The third one is a poor person who is wearing a tattered clothes. Means torn cloth. Okay, he gave his coat a hitch. Means he's holding his torn clothes, torn jacket. He pulls his torn jacket close to his body. Okay, to keep him warmth. To keep him warm. Then why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? And he is saying that why the piece of log which he is having should give warm to the rich who is idle, who is not doing anything. Okay, so he is not to give his stick to the fire, all because if he will supply his stick to the fire, and the warmth will be taken by the rich people, so he is against it, and he is refusing to give his piece of log to the fire. Then the rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. Now, the fourth person is a rich man. The third one is a poor, so the fourth one is a rich man. And he just sitting cozy and thinking that whatever the wealth, whatever the gold, whatever the money he has earned till now, he is going to keep them safe and away from the lazy, shiftless, poor people. So that is why he is against to give the benefit of his wealth to others. So he is refusing his piece of log not to give to the fire, because the what he has earned will give warmth to other people. Okay, so he refuses to give the log. Next paragraph. The black man's face bespoke revenge as the fire passed from his sight, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. Now here the black person remains unprivileged. The black person remains suppressed, means he is the sufferer. So he thinks that when where all the people were rejecting the black ones, were suppressing the black ones, then why, when I am having something now with me, then why should I share it with those people who had make us suffer so much? Okay, so black man's face bespoke revenge. He is about to take revenge of those unwanted things which he had suffered by those white people. So he is against to give his piece of log to the fire, which can give warmth to those people, okay, who has made him suffer a lot. So, as the fire passed from his side, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. So, this was uh, the chance for a black man to make the white people suffer. Okay, so he was about to take revenge that whatever you have done to me was not was not acceptable. So now, when I have got something to take revenge, I will take it. I will not give warmth to those people who has done bad to us. The last man of this forlorn group. Now, forlorn is a figure of speech. Okay, forlorn. Four means four people. Four and group means collection of four people. And though all those four people were what, opposite to everyone, means they were sorry, figure of speech here is oxymoron. Oxymoron means like bitter and sweet, both the opposite words are together, bitter and sweet. All those four people are opposite to each other, so that is forlorn group. Okay, did not accept for gain, giving only to those who gave, was how he played the game. So the last person is an opportunist. Opportunist means he believes in give and take. He believes in give and take. Means if they have not given anything to me, then how I will give them? Okay? Means if he gets something, he will give them back. But if the other five people have not shared their logs of wood to give warmth to him, to that last person, then why he is saying that, then why I should share my piece of log to give warmth to them? So he is an opportunist who is again who is believing that in a give and take relation. So he is saying if they haven't given anything to me, then why should I give to them? Their logs held tight in death still hands. Now death still hands is a personification here, how death is having a hand. So death is a personification here. Their logs held tight in death's still hands was proof of human sin. Means they all were having holding their piece of log very tightly in death's still hands. Means they were about to die due to the bitterly cold weather, but they were because of the prejudices they were having in their mind, they were unable to they were against of sharing logs to the fire. If fire continued burning, they would feel warmth, they would feel warm and they could survive. But they all were against each other. They all six people were against each other, and therefore, due to the prejudices they were having in their mind, they were unable to share the piece of log to give warmth to anyone. So, the human sin was seen here. They did not die from the cold without. They have not been. They did not die with the cold without. They died from the cold within. Means the fire died out. The fire was dead. The fire comes to an end, and they found frozen to death. And since there was bitterly cold, the fire also stopped burning. Sorry, the fire also comes to an end. So, due to the bitterly cold weather, they were found frozen and they were died. This is the poem. Please go through it. If you find any doubt, please ask me. And please do not avoid this box. Please read it. You can find the answers to your questions from here. I will read it out for yours. James Patrick Kinney is an American poet who wrote this poem in the 1960s. Although it was first rejected as being too controversial, it gained popularity rapidly after it had been read out at a council meeting of all religions. The poem describes what? The poem describes the tragic death of a group of six who stand around a fire, each holding on grimly to a log of wood, allowing their selfishness. These are the vices, these are the negative things which they were having in their mind, allowing their selfishness, prejudices, malice, and suspicion to dictate their actions. They refuse to share the log to fuel the dying fire and keep each other warm. They refuse to keep each other warm. Okay? Means they refuse to give fuel to the fire, and that is why they were against keeping each other warm. Eventually, what happened? The fire dies out, and in the morning, all six of them are found frozen to death, each clutching, even in the death, a log that could have so easily saved their lives. So, being dead, also, they are holding the piece of log so tightly, which could have saved them from dying if they would have shared it. If they would have shared their piece of logs to the fire. Okay. If only they had overcome the petty. If they had overcome the petty barriers. What were the barriers due to which they have died? Class. They were having the class discrimination, races, and religion that divided them. They were not equally united, they were divided. Due to what? These barriers. What? Class, race, religion. The poem is simple yet powerful reminder that if we selfishly hold on to the world's resources, if we selfishly hold or live in this world and the wealth that it has to offer, if we persist in discriminating on grounds of race, religion, caste, gender, ethnicity, we are all lost. If we will not share anything living in this world, we will lose everything. So that's all the poem. Please go through it, read it. If you find any difficulty, please ask me, dear students. Thank you.